Hello guys, it's Epic Underworlds. Today I'm showing you the new Rust Mech archetype. This is basically an archetype of mechs, which have not really been seeing too much play lately, and I added Rust to the name Mech, and now they're a whole little archetype. So you guys can build a deck based on these guys, and it's a pretty interesting playstyle. I actually did have this archetype in my old game, or the old version of Epic Underworlds, and it was actually pretty good. It wasn't crazy, but this version of it should be pretty fun to use. I might have to edit it if some things are too overpowered because it has not been play tested yet, but I do plan to play test it today. So yeah, we got Rust Mech Bowser. It's the basic Rust Mech. You may add +2 attack to this card each time a Rust Mech creature is discarded whilst this card is in play. So each time this card's in play and a Rust Mech card is like killed or discarded from your hand, he gains 2 attack, which is really good for only 5 points. Rust Mech 0. This is a really good Rust Mech card, 2/2. And once per turn, if a Rust Mech creature would be discarded whilst this card is in play, you may gain 1 point and draw 1 card, which is really good. That's why it's a rare. So definitely a must in any Rust Mech deck. Rust Mech Gensha is the basic Rust Mech, which will combo off with all the other ones. There's also a few other combos you can do with this archetype. It's very versatile, but it's a 0/1, so not terrible stats, but its ability is you may discard this card from your hand, which is really good for triggering effects. Rust Mech Starva. It's kind of like the boss of the Rust Mechs. You may discard this card from your hand. If you do, then you may search your deck for a train card and add it to your hand. So this will come in handy later on. Rustoscope. When played, you may search your deck for with a card with the word Rust in it and add it to your hand, which is really good for searching out any Rust cards. To play this card, you must discard a card from your hand, though. But you can combo this very well. Rust Mech or Rust Wall. This is like the defining card in the archetype, what makes it pretty OP. Each time one of your Rust Mech creatures enters the discard pile, you may do 2 damage to target creature. So really good for damaging your opponent's creatures, and you can easily search this up using Rust Mech Star. Rust Cannon. When played, you may destroy target Rust Mech card in play. If you do, then you may bring back target Rust Mech card from your hand. Or from your discard pile to your hand, which is really good. Next is a really good card in the archetype. It's another rare. You might notice that there's a lot of rare cards in this archetype because they're all pretty good. When played, you may look at the top 2 cards of your deck, so that's pretty good. And then, if both of them are Rust Mechs, you can add both to your hand. If just one of them is a Rust Mech, you can add to your hand. So it's really overpowered if you run a lot of Rust Mechs. If not, it's a trash card, but definitely worth it if you're running a Rust Mech deck. Then we got a basic Rust Mech Blaster, just a 2/1 with flying. And yeah, so that rounds out the Rust Mech archetype. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I think it's a pretty good archetype, and I'm really excited to playtest it, and you guys should also playtest it if you want. Lots of cool decks can be built, and you can also combo it with a few other cards like Henry the Penguin. Wow, this card says when played you may discard a card in your hand, so not the best, but again, you can add this card to your deck. And yeah, that is everything that I wanted to show you guys. Set 2 is very close to being, well, kind of close to being done. It's card 68 right now out of 120, so that's pretty good. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next Epic Underworlds video.